I told my mom to report her pregnancy to CPS instead of trying to make it my problem, and then I reported it myself. My mom and dad broke up when I was just a baby. Mom got remarried when I was 2 and had my half-brother Ryan when I was 3. Everything seemed normal at first. I split time between my mom's house and my dad's house until I was 6. That's when my dad died in a car accident. After that, I had to live with my mom full-time. And that's when I started to realize how messed up Ryan actually was. He wasn't just your typical annoying little brother. He was violent, like really violent. Even as a little kid, he was choking other kids at daycare, punching teachers, trying to stab people with pencils and scissors. My mom always made excuses for him. She'd say he was just energetic or going through a phase, but it kept getting worse. When I was 10 years old, Ryan did something that changed everything. We were playing in the living room, and he suddenly grabbed one of his toy cars. Before I could react, he tried to shove it down my throat. I'm not talking about like pretend playing. He was actually trying to force this metal car into my mouth while squeezing my neck so hard I couldn't breathe. I remember the feeling of not being able to get air. His fingernails were digging into my skin. I ended up hitting him as hard as I could to get him off me. We both got hurt, but I had these dark purple marks all around my neck. That's when CPS got involved. They came to the house, took pictures of my neck, and interviewed both of us separately. Ryan had already been in trouble at school multiple times. He'd hurt other kids so badly that he had some kind of social worker meeting with him once a month. The CPS people said it wasn't safe for me to keep living there. My dad's parents, my grandparents, offered to take me in. My mom freaked out. She didn't want me to leave, but CPS told her it was either me or Ryan who had to go somewhere else. Ryan's dad wanted to keep him, so my mom eventually had to let me move out. The judge and everyone agreed that no kid should be in that house while Ryan was there acting like that. Moving in with my grandparents was honestly the best thing that ever happened to me. I got to go to a different school in a better district. I didn't have to hear about Ryan attacking other kids anymore. I didn't have to deal with my mom forcing me to play with him even though he hurt me every single time. My mom was allowed to visit me, but only by herself, and only if she asked permission ahead of time. She hated that rule. She thought she should be able to see me whenever she wanted and that I should come to her house. But I wanted nothing to do with that place. Over the past 7 years, I've only seen her like 5 times total. She never follows the rules about asking permission. She just expects things to work her way. Then last month I got this text from her. It was a picture of her looking super pregnant, like really far along. The text said, "We need to talk because I'm worried about how we'll manage and you'll need to help." I just stared at my phone for a minute. She was having another baby, with Ryan still in that house, and she wanted me to help her take care of it. I texted back and said, "Report your pregnancy to CPS instead of trying to make it my problem." She immediately started blowing up my phone, sending me message after message about how this is your half-sister and she needs you and I'm your mom and I need you. She kept telling me to call her. I ignored every single text. 2 days later, she sent me this long message saying if I didn't help, my half-sister would end up in foster care. She said Ryan's dad's parents were too old to take a baby. Her own parents had died last year, so they couldn't help either. And Ryan couldn't be moved anywhere because of his aggression issues. She made it sound like this was all my responsibility somehow. For 2 weeks straight, she kept texting, trying to guilt me, trying to manipulate me, acting like I was the bad guy for not wanting to be involved. So I finally did something about it. I called CPS myself and reported the pregnancy. I told them everything about Ryan's history and how there was going to be a newborn baby in that house with him. Apparently, they went to my mom's house pretty quickly after that because she completely lost it. My phone exploded with angry texts. She was screaming at me through messages, calling me every name she could think of, saying I ruined everything, that I was trying to destroy her family. But here's the thing, she had 7 years to get her life together, 7 years to deal with Ryan's problems properly, 7 years to prove she could keep a kid safe. Instead, she got pregnant again and expected me to fix her mess. Now CPS is watching her closely. They're going to make sure that baby doesn't end up like I did with marks around my neck from my own brother. My grandparents told me I did the right thing, even though my mom will probably never forgive me. But I'm almost 18 now and I never have to go back to that house. That baby deserves better than what I got.